Great to be here on pitch side once again. Remember, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Day here at the PSL. Wonderful initiative by the PCB, which is why we're wearing all those wonderful ribbons. And, one can hope that everybody contributes towards raising this kind of awareness. 1 out of 9 women in Pakistan eventually will get breast cancer. So do your part and create that kind of awareness. But we're here today for Zalmi taking on Multan Sultans, and they've got a chance to redeem themselves. I've been joined by Amir Suhail and Dominic Cork in the studio. Amir, after yesterday's loss, of course, Zalmi will be having a lot of things to think about, because you look at that lineup and it's been a mixed tournament for them so far. What are the areas that you feel they need to look at in terms of improvement?
I think in spin department, because leg spinner wasn't able to bowl well in the previous outing, and they have to improve in that department, and in the middle order. Especially, when Saim Ayub or Babar Azam do not get runs. It's been a struggle for them. So they needed some power in their batting lineup. So I think these are the areas they have to look upon and improve their balance.
All right, you spoke about Zalmi there. They've got plenty of options. They'll be looking at what kind of combination they're looking at as well. Koki, Multan Sultans then, they're the league toppers. They're sitting pretty at the top. Any chinks in the armour for them that you see?
No, I don't see any chinks, if I'm honest. I just see a well-balanced squad. We're even forgetting Esanullah after all his fireworks last year. He's injured, obviously not even around, so they're missing somebody like him. But they've got obviously the top wicket takers. They've obviously got a very fine top-order batting lineup with the likes of obviously Rizwan, Hendricks, Usman Khan, Iftikhar. So literally they've got all their bases covered. Rizwan doesn't even have to keep wickets sometimes. That's how much that they can just throw it around. But ultimately, they are the table toppers. Every side are trying to beat them. And tonight will be a big ask for the Zalmi.
Yeah, they're looking extremely balanced, and they're definitely the team to beat in this HBL PSL. Earlier today, we obviously had the toss with Peshawar Zalmi winning this toss, and they decided to bat first. Yesterday, they were opting to field first, because we've seen how this ground normally fares. It favors the team that is chasing. But today, because we've seen Peshawar Zalmi winning their games batting first, it's interesting that they opted to bat first, and they also made a couple of changes all round, Amir.
Yes, when you look at the side, still a very balanced side. Although there are a few changes, 3 of them for this particular game, important tie. They brought in that leg spinner. He's got a reputation of a very canny left-arm leg spinner, and they brought in Hasibullah because Haris hasn't been amongst runs, and he's been off the ball, and that's why they were actually impelled to bring him, Hasibullah, into the side. The third change is Asif. We know you need aggressor in the middle of the innings, and that's why they have brought him in. So still a very balanced side, plenty of bowling options. At the same time, they bat deep.
2 changes for Multan Sultans as well, Kofi?
Massive as well, this. Usman Khan, after 90 and 100 in the last 2 innings, is got a slight niggle. They've got a decent man to come in David Malan as well. Obviously the spin has gone out, and Faisal Akram, I'm a little bit surprised about that. They've gone with the seamer instead. I just think here we saw last night that spin actually was okay. Think about Shadab Khan. I know it's wrist spin, slightly different, but I just think whether they went with that because in his last game he only bowled 1 over for 16, Faisal Akram, they probably think go with that seaman option. But Usman Khan, that is a big loss for him, because you get 90 odd against the Qalandars, and then you back it up with 100 against Karachi Kings. It's very difficult to fill that place, and somebody who's coming off the sidelines in David Malan, it's not always easy to actually get up to the rhythm of the game. So this is a massive blow for them, and for probably the first time, I shouldn't say they're at the top of the table or they're under pressure, but maybe under pressure a bit at the top with Rizwan and obviously David Malan.
You look at Multan Sultans, and one of the reasons why they've been doing so well, Amir, is because of their bowling. They've got a fast bowler in the form of Muhammad Ali, and then spinners as well. Osama Mir has been doing well. He's been taking wickets. So they have wicket-taking options in their squad.
I think the reason why you see Osama Mir picking up so many wickets because Willie bowls very well. He pushes the batters on the back foot and he doesn't give them anything to work with. And then the pressure is created and Osama Mir comes and ball and picks up wickets, and he is the highest wicket taker at the moment.
Just one little stat I want to throw out you. I know we're showing Osama Mir, who obviously gets wickets in a lot of places. I got this one from Ian Bishop, so I better thank Ian Bishop for this. Muhammad Ali doesn't get wickets, or a lot of wickets, away from Multan. So it's something I'm sure the opposition will keep their eye out, especially on this flat wicket here. But when you've got two bowlers at the top of the wicket-taking chart, you've got a chance of winning games. So they'll hope that they can keep it going tonight, but they're going to have to bowl something different here because we know how flat this surface can be.
Well, for Zalmi, there wasn't much that went right yesterday, except for Amir Jamal. You know, just in terms of his innings, Amir, the way he sort of hit it all around the park, and they've got an option to bat deep when you have somebody like Amir Jamal with him.
And he's proving himself. You know, he's ever evolving as a cricketer. You know, when he started off his career, his main job was to bowl. But as a batter, he's been improving, and now he showed the entire world that if it requires, he has those strokes to put opposition under pressure. And he was brilliant last night. You know, he backed his ability, and he has become a skillful batter.
87 from 49 in that innings. Let's be honest, he showed it, and I think in his interview he mentioned about a doubter or someone doubting him, somebody having a go at him. It's the best way to actually answer them is actually to get runs on. He was there because they had what was the power play? 18 for 5 in the power play. So he was there because of that. But and Ami will know, when you're given the opportunity with the bat, you take it, and that's what he's done there. And he's shown a few people, a few doubters, that he can actually do it. I'm sure the Zalmi would not want to be 18 for 5 tonight against Multan.
Well, Corky, you know it. You know, there are so many naysayers wherever you go and play cricket. So you, as a cricketer, as a professional, you have to learn to deal with it.
Absolutely. Well, Zalmi, remember, they won the toss and they have decided to bat first today. We had a brilliant crowd coming into Pindi yesterday, and it seems like that's going to be the case once again. That's why we love Pindi as a venue. Out of all the venues that we've seen, Pindi has always been so generous in terms of their turnouts, and they'll be backing the respective sides. Babar Azam will be in action once again. He will be up against a very spirited Multan Sultans, who've not put a foot wrong so far, only lost their one game against Zalmi. So should be a great encounter between both the sides. A fantastic contest awaits us on the other side, so don't go anywhere.